Hey everybody, my name is Joaquin, the host of the AI Digest, and today I have Dr. Ronak Panchal. Dr. Ronak Panchal works for Cognizant as a graph data scientist, and he's focused on generative AI. For more than 14 plus years, he's been working in the intersection of artificial intelligence, semantic web, and data science. Dr. Ronak, is there anything that I missed in your introduction?
Yes, yeah, we can. I can add. I did a PhD in semantic web area, and my that time my domain is educational because that time I was a full time professor. Now I am in a corporate industry. Its name is Cognizant. So in the Cognizant, my research, my project area is life science and healthcare. Okay, that's it. And I am working on AWS cloud and generative AI and Python programming. So this is Cognizant give me this type of opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, and today we're going to be talking about, as you made mention, life science, right? We're going to be talking about how food is grown and how we take it home from the supermarket, but there are a lot of intermediary steps, and there's a lot of considerations on how we get food from farm to table. Um, Dr. Ronak, would you like to give a little bit on that?
Yes, basically, when we are uh, uh, talking about food agricultural related, so here, suppose very basic things is there are some parameter are available. So food, there is a soil. Without soil, we cannot. Uh, you know, soil is the very fundamental part where we can uh, develop our crop, right? There are some different technique are available. There are uh, Israelian technology inside the green like
So,
inside the house,
so there's soil is the first component, the foundation of
right?
agriculture,
Foundation, right?
and we need to understand the chemical composition, the type of soil. Is it clay? Is
Yes.
it soft? Is it
Correct. Soil is right fundamental. Then second is the water. Water is the main component. Without water, we cannot. Every time seeds need. Suppose we are harvesting our. Sorry, we are
growing?
start cropping,
Yeah.
growing. So very fundamental is water. Then second impact of our weather condition, which type of weather. So and soil type, there are some hard soil, soft soil, right? There is a different type of soil are in different area. There are some stone type of area. There are some uh, like some in what we can say in the near
There's
about,
hills, there's
right?
hills, there's
Slope.
valleys,
Yeah,
there's a
hilly
forest.
area, right? So that time slopes soil are different conditions, so we can leverage this soils important. So based on the soil we can see every different area we can uh, there are type of soil are available. For example, crop are available. This area having this type of crop, this area having this type of crop. So in India, suppose. So we can take the in our Gujarat there are some sugar cane are there, right? Sugar cane in different area there is a water are not that much level. So that time their side some cotton is a seasonal, right? Okay.
So I just want to add to that. You made mention of 4 to 5 different kinds of consideration that would allow a farmer or anybody to develop a crop, right? You said soil is one, water, access to water is another one, the
Yes.
kind of landscape or the kind of area, whether it's hills, whether it's a valley, a plain, mountain, whatever.
Correct. Yes.
You made mention of the weather, so there's seasonal conditions that are, you
Yes.
can't plant something in the summer or in the winter because it may die. And then you said the crop itself, it has specific conditions in which it can grow, right?
Mhm. And there are some topics. Can I add like farm to table, right? So in the farm to table, there is a very basic is a local source. So in every rural area, people farmer can start the cropping in their farm. So local area is a very important part. Is suppose crop is ready. For example, crop is ready, so farmer can short distance consume find out some short distance consumer, so minimize the minimize the transportation, so they can sell them, right? So this is the local source. There is a second thing, we are farmer can make a vegetable. So vegetable is always a freshness, right? So it is not a 1 month we can put in the right. So immediately we can distribute this freshness food vegetables in the market. So there is a this is a short production, right? Short production. So because of we can ensure the better flavor and nutrition quality we can maintain, right, in freshness. Second point is sustainability practice for a farmer can maintain usage of chemical, right? Because some farmer always right uh, crop need some chemical use, right? It is called
Fertilizer or
fertilizer, right?
something to fumigate
Yeah,
against pests,
right.
right?
Urea based fertilizer. So usage of chemical nowadays, people in India, organic farm are introduced, so people are believe on the organic farm. So it is a point. So it is a part of sustainability. Second thing, food safety. So in the our farm, there are some boundary, some animal is not entered and they cannot destroy our crop. So it is a there is a some fundamental take care of farmer, right? So because of suppose someone can eating animal can eating, or someone can stolen our vegetables or some foods, so we cannot earn. Suppose farming is the part of earning, and it is our second thing we can it is a it is a it is a like a product. So we can sell this product and earning something. People can buy this product food, and they can use that food, and they can right use this based on this food they can sustain, right? His body can sustain, right? So this is a part, right?
This is such a, if it wasn't said before, I mean, I just want to say that farming is such a complex network of
Correct.
players, distributors, consumers. It's a
Mhm.
wonder that the world hasn't that the world hasn't starved yet.
Mhm.
There are so many
See,
different
right
things.
now, I am not connect food with a big market. Like for example, there are so many big market are available. So some suppose some seeds are are in packet. They can sell. Big market can sell. In big market, fresh vegetables sell. Fresh fruits are they are selling. So some every people people who is working in day to night, right? And farmer can earn that. The big market can take advantage. They can earning. They can take a wholesale crop from them, right, from farmer, and they can immediately sell to a urban area like a city area. So this big market are in our in India, there are some Reliance market. Reliance is a very huge industry, so he has the money power, so they can directly buy a farmer, and they can take their crop in directly in our industry, and they have some factory. So in the factory they can pack something, right? Pack the food, and they can sell his or their industry, right? So this is the one inventory management they are work, right? So this is a part of inventory, right? So this is a very big supply chain management here through the food is a base, right? But yeah, one more thing, food like parallelly there are some animals, right? Cow and buffaloes are there, so they are give one more product, milk, right? So milk is another we can connect with, right? Milk, buffalo and cow are eating their crops out, some green right, grass.
Pastures. Yeah, they eat hay, they eat pastures.
Mhm. So they can use a outsider of some pasties, right? So we cannot use. So in and second industry there are some right caterpillar are on our plant, so we can use the pesticides. So pesticides industry disease, plant having some disease, so here IT researcher can develop some leaves having some this type of disease based on the take some picture like leaf disease, right? Leaf disease. So
I
they
Yeah,
so
I think we covered a lot of ground, right? We talked about supply chain considerations, sustainability considerations, transporting food so that it doesn't incur spoilage, waste, making sure that the players that are producing the food are financially sustainable, making sure that even if you're dealing with livestock like cows and buffaloes, that if you produce something, you take into consideration any potential disease or spoilage and things like that, right? That's also similar to food production. You have to take into consideration spoilage and distribution of that kind of product.
Hmm. And
And then
very near about in my house, very near about there is a one sugarcane industry, sugar having there is a so many byproduct like sugar have some byproduct that product is used for paperwork, right? Sugar can have mix up that sugar. So product is like sugar, and there's that sugar is import and export from inside the India and outside the country. There are some sugar having some small size of sugar, there are very small size of sugar. Some this type of sugar packet are right, and daily they are having how many purchase, how many sales, that department are different. So this is a huge and there are some employment are there, right? Farmer, there are low level farmer to a high level, right? So there are so many type of category are available as a employment in sugar factory. And this sugar having some certain ton wise amount are there, right? There are, they are deciding every year. Okay, so this is one part. And I have already added sugar safety, right? Food safety, for example, food safety, right? So food safety is, you can say something about, right? You can add. And I
yeah,
already add.
if there's a diseased crop, or there's like E. coli bacteria on spinach, or
Mhm.
there's a cow that has some sort of disease that is transferred into the biological components like the meat, it's important to know the origin of where that disease is stemming from. So if
Mhm.
there's a problem poisoning the population, we can track where that originated from, and we can close or recall or prevent any further damage from happening. Right?
Mhm. And some for example, someone can maintain the digesting digesting system, right? So diet, right? So that diet, it means it is a maintain their health, how my health is right, better, right? So that time they need some vegetables, some different type of food. So it is a impact on directly on health, or right? So diet is important, so we can
The
use
nutritional the
yeah,
nutritional
nutrition and
balance,
diet. Health is very important, right?
and avoiding the introduction of negative fertilizers and pesticides into the diet, because that can
Yes.
also cause disease and other
Mhm.
ill-desired effects.
Mhm.
Okay, so we've
So
covered a lot of ground.
we can add freshness food or freshness vegetable, fresh vegetable we can use for highly impacted on our diet.
So,
So it is a
so,
part of.
so we've covered a lot of ground across the web of what would be agriculture, food production, food distribution, purchasing of food. That's a lot that we've covered. But now let's tie that back into generative AI and how you enable, all these varying players who create data from varying sources of activities. How do you tie all that in, and then how does artificial intelligence recommend or help them maximize their actions?
Yes, see, in my conversation, I add, so there are leaf disease. So through the leaf disease, we can reduce the plant is not that much level disease. So we can cure this plant as much as there are some use some pesticides, right? We can use organic product to our plant. So our crop is good level, and our soil is not destroyed every time we are using a chemical based fertilizer. So our soil is some level, it can destroy its fertilized level. So it is a impact, chemical is impact. So at least we can add some some artificial intelligence based agent we can develop. So they can give some decision based on food foods plant crop plants, and right. So this is a one example. And we can maintain soil fertility. So we can measure some of soil fertility. So which type of food, how many water access we can give. So this type of that farmer having some knowledge, but this type of we can gather this information from traditional farming and get from the traditional farming we can gather this information and we can use for modernized farming through the AI. So we can leverage AI technique in this farming agriculture.
So you've mentioned a couple of things there. You said farmers or different players, they have decisions to make as to how they plant, nurture, cultivate, and sell their products, right? But sometimes they have limitations of education or of information relating to the weather or a variety of factors, because farming is a complex, um, procedure, product development cycle.
Yes, almost.
So you're saying having a machine learning agent or having some sort of artificial intelligence agents to collect information from all those little bits of activity can help them maximize their yield and
Yes.
maximize the nutritions and keep their farm sustainable. Is that where
I
you're going?
can add I can add something here. So there are some drip irrigation system. So everywhere food are not water access is not available in right in the desert area. So we can use the drip irrigation system there. We can use this system, and we can when we are farming and we are start the cropping. So we can make this system in the farm, and we can develop the farming that level, because food access is limited, right? So this is a very important. So this technique and this measurement having some IoT device. So every food having this, there are some timer or there are some sensors. So we can add IoT system, right? Internet of thing we can add, and through the internet of thing we can get this the data, particular data in our data set. So that time food having this water access, so someone can think only on food, someone can having soil importance, and someone having a crop plant disease. So there are, I am talking about three things: water, soil, and plants leaf disease. So we can use AI technique in that, in this area. So if we
So
can.
if I interpret what you're saying correctly, there is the complexity of farming as it stands.
Hmm.
But sometimes, and in our modern age, with the development of cheaper hardware, uh,
Yes.
we can integrate hardware with sensors that can monitor the health of the soil, monitor the health of or the water of the soil, monitor what else is going on in the weather, right, with the temperature regulations, and then make decisions autonomously without human intervention to release water or release some sort of nutrients. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we. I am. Yeah. Sometime we cannot. Human intervention is not
Possible,
right.
or
Right.
or capable of doing it frequently enough, right? Because you
Right.
gotta
Because
release twice.
farmer can busy in some other activity, so they can use this system, right? So it can use this system, utilize this system, and they can engage in another part, right? For example, they can prepare some fertilizer of farm. So they he see manpower. Suppose we can reduce manpower, right, for increasing our crop at a good level, right, we
Yeah,
can say.
you want to make the production of food more lean,
Yes.
requiring less resources but increasing the yield, right?
Production, yeah, food production we can increase. See, whenever short time, we suppose a vegetable. So vegetable having a right require freshness for when we are putting this food in the market. So freshness is important, because sometime it's food, that vegetable nutrition is down, right? So immediately they can we can add, because some people, whenever we are purchasing this vegetable, so we can check, it is a very red color of tomato. So but its skin is some dull, so we cannot take this, because it is out of
Imperfect. Yeah.
right. So this is important, right? So uh, so after this, suppose someone cannot buy this tomato, so it is in destroy, right? So this is the waste of right, our energy, time, and everything, right? So this is the important part is freshness is important, right? Food secure safety is important there. Okay.
Maximizing the production, the safety, the quality of produce is the highest level of concern for our
Mhm.
society. We need to be able
Yes.
to feed our people and give them high quality food supplies, right?
And nowadays, right, urbanization is day by day increase, right? So some buildings are developed, right, industry are developed. Okay. So through the industry there are some waste of chemical are supplying to waste of in water. So this water is coming in our farm, so soil quality will decrease or destroy. So this is a right, it is an impact of our sustainability, right? So this practice maybe we can take care, right? So it is right, it is a very important. So some company having some AI, right, your chemical is produce some right poison in, so that this is destroy our soil in the see. There are soil, there are some right right, for example, caterpillar are there, so they can uh,
Eat the
cut,
spinach, eat the mangoes, eat whatever, right? They eat the
right,
crop.
eat the crop, right.
People, I think there's a really big disconnect from the normal population and their knowledge of how food is produced. I mean, I think people, because they just go to the supermarket, they don't understand how much pain and
Yeah.
suffering and labor needs to go into the cultivation of food.
Yes,
Um,
every food having some certain time to crop, right? Right. Some rice are 90 days, right? That rice is generated in 90 days from soil. Some right for vegetable, right? There are some underground soil foods like potato, right? They are developed in uh, 60 to 50 days. So people don't know how much they we can right how to come in the market, right? So you are right. What is the pain behind this, right? Farmer have a lot of hard work behind this, develop the agricultural crop, right? So it is right, we can mention this our in our description. Suppose we are making farm to table, so we can add, right? There are some comments we can add, right? So every food having some certain time periods. They need some season, they need some kind of weather. Some foods are developed in a specific weather. Some food are developed in cold, some food are developed in a very summertime, right? So some food are developed in rainy season. So this is a very important. Season is also one factor, right, to develop the food.
I think
So
I think with what you mentioned with the IoT being an integrated component and having that sort of be controlled or supplemented with artificial intelligence,
yes, yes, control,
you
right.
can you can regulate the weather conditions or the
Weather.
conditions of the crop so it has a better yield, even if it's outside of season, right?
See, sometime sometime flood are coming. So some AI related tools are give for forecasting. Some rain are coming. Some snow, somewhere are snow are coming. So snow forecasting, they can intimate to our farmer, so they can take some decision, right? Immediately take some decision. So it is a AI can help. Exactly, AI can help, but not 100%, but at least 70 to 60% we can leverage the AI help, right? For but one more thing, every farmer are not literate, right?
Yeah,
Every, yeah, this is the second thing. And
education.
we can educate them, right? We can government can take some survey, they need to do some, right? Or some educated people can educate them. You can use this right based, for example, how we can do a organic product, how can start a organic crop, right? Some area. So at least AI, I am not say AI is not help in agriculture. AI is 100% help, but not 100%, right?
Right. No, there needs to be countermeasures in our society to
Yes.
empower the individual humans with these systems, but they also need to educate them and help them make their own decision making on their own, right? Artificial intelligence is not the cure, but it is a step in the right direction to support a long term sustainable cure, right?
Yes, it can support to our crop, right? Crop. It can support crop disease. It can support in soil fertility. It can support water level, right? It can support suppose change management system, supply chain management. How can we supply the right? For example, in this year, this type of product crop is increase in this farm, so we can utilize this some data for in another soil. So this is a very important. This previous year data is very important, so we can utilize. Suppose this year right some disease are here, so we can use this pesticides, so our farming crop having reduce some disease, so we can utilize this so right
Historical data can be used to train and
yes,
support future making
future
future.
making, correct,
Um,
exactly.
So, okay, we've talked a lot about the agriculture domain and all these things. I want to get your thoughts on the recipe ontology that you wanted to talk about.
In the recipe ontology, I can say something right. Whenever we are prepare any recipe, so we require ingredients.
Hmm.
So in the recipe ontology, top of the things recipe. So I am connect a recipe has ingredients. So ingredients like vegetable ingredients, non-vegetarian ingredients, dairy product ingredients. Okay, and ingredients have another hierarchy, like the vegetable having some food, and vegetable have uh, for example veg food, right? Veg have some groundnut, right? For example,
Like grams? You're talking about grams? Like
no,
the
no. I see. Main category is veg and non-veg. Okay. So in the veg, there are vegetables, and another is non. Another product is like rice. We can add groundnuts, right? For
okay,
example, yeah, those are the some category. So veg, fruit is under the vegetable. Okay, but food is not under the non-veg. Okay, so there are non-veg having some seafood, right? Some meat, mutton, like this type of food are.
okay. So vegetable, grain, meat,
Hmm.
nuts, things like that.
Those,
The
yeah, those
category.
are the yeah, those are the vegetable side, and another is the non-veg side, and one more category, it is a dairy product. So dairy product having some, right, milk, right? Milk is a dairy product, right? uh, like yogurt is the right, it is under the product of
Oh,
like milk. So we can utilize right this. So those are the some hierarchy of ingredients, and ingredients having some measurement unit. Okay, so unit is in gram, unit is in liter, unit is in a particular spoon. We can add 1 spoon, right? 1 gram. So this is the right, and I am connected this recipe with allergy. Okay.
with what?
It- allergy.
What is that? Is that a
Allergy
platform?
for I have some I am eating some right
Oh,
citrus.
energy. Okay, like
Allergy.
calories. Okay, okay, calories.
Allergy.
Okay, okay.
Not a calorie, allergy.
Allergy. Oh,
Fungal.
allergies. Yeah, like if you
Yeah.
have a peanut allergy, eating
Yeah.
peanuts may have adverse reactions for your
Mhm.
health. Okay,
So
okay,
I
okay.
am not eating right citrus, right? Citrus having some right some what we can say in right some sugar. Sugar is the some diabetic. For example, someone having diabetes, so they are prohibited sugar, right? They cannot eat sugar as much as in the their ingredients. So sugar, it is a one good example, right?
And
For
Dr. Ronak,
allergies.
so you've taken the care to develop an ontology that allows somebody to look at a recipe and break apart its constituent components. You can
Yes,
see it
see,
very
we are making one user interface. So
clearly.
first, user can have we can add user. So user can add its profile. So in the profile, we are adding allergy. So I have, for example, I have diabetic. So I am adding diabetics. So in on the my wall, sugar related product is not showing on my wall. Okay, so I am not suppose I am some products are available on my wall, so then I can comment or like, otherwise I cannot l- like, right? So someone have gluten allergy, right? Okay, so they cannot see in the wall this gluten allergy. Someone having some different type of allergy.
So
So
you are developing a platform that
yes,
has
I
a
have,
list of recipes,
see, yeah,
and you
see.
prohibit access to these recipes based on user preferences. If somebody has a limitation in diabetics, they cannot consume something or produce something that may be adversely, affecting their health. It may raise their
Mhm.
sugar too high, and it may cause a problem for them. If they're
Yes.
allergic to peanuts, they won't be able to look at things that have peanuts. Is that where we're going with the
Yes,
ontology?
yes, correct. So first of all, I have prepared taxonomy classification of recipe ontology. Then I can feed this taxonomy into a ontology. Then I have prepared ontology. Ontology, there are some relationship, right? So ingredients have some measurement. User is allergy with particular allergy, so we can add this allergy part in a profile. Recipe has ingredients, so we can add this relationship in my ontology. And I have developed the ontology. Then I have started sparkle query, and that sparkle query endpoint I integrated in a Python Flask based application. In the Python Flask based application, I am making API, and this API I can test it with the Postman or Swagger. So I can test this API with Postman. Suppose my insertion, so I am adding a user profile from, and that user profile add into ontology. And suppose I am adding new ingredients from user, so from some admin side, some for example. And I am preparing one UI for API is ready, right? For example, API is ready, so recipe have some picture photos, right? Main picture. Okay, so picture is display through get API. So get API nothing but behind the get API there are sparkle queries is select
So
star from
you
recipe.
you've developed an ontology to
Yeah.
act as a semantic layer, and you've tied
Yes.
that semantic layer to the backend application on this Python server, and you're integrating that with a front end.
Python
What
is a
kind
backend language. Python is a
of
backend programming.
the
But
Django and yeah,
server is a Jena Fuseki server, Apache Jena Fuseki. So where my ontology is deployed.
Jenna is the graph store, the triple
Yes,
store where you're integrating
graph triple store. Yeah.
and you're using some sort of ORM, object relational mapping, to take Jenna to the back end of the Python.
Yes, Jena to backend and backend to API, and that API is integrated with React Native, React
And
JS,
that
React,
API
React,
React what?
React JS. React is the one
Okay,
JavaScript
okay,
library.
okay, yeah. Meta develop React. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm a developer. Yeah.
Okay, and you're gonna
So
turn it into a
in that React, I have prepared that e-commerce social media platform, right?
who, sh- who should reach out to you to learn more about the food ontology, the a recommendation system for people to look for food that is healthy for them and won't cause any
See,
problems.
in my recipe ontology, I have developed recommendation system. What recommendation? So someone have add in a profile diabetics. So it is we cannot recommend to sugar type of recipe on their wall.
Who
Okay.
who 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 do you want to collaborate with you on this project, or who do you want to
One of my German client. German is one of my client name is he is in right now in Germany. So he started one startup, right? So it is a very good project, and I have spent 6 months to develop this project. So it is a very nice guys, and this guy is a very knowledgeable, and he provide me this guideline for how to develop the ontology. So as an ontologist, I am prepare ontology. I am a backend developer, so I can prepare API level work. I am hire one front end guy, so front end developer can integrate this my API in the front end.
is
Okay,
there
and I am
anybody for the people that are watching or listening to this podcast, is there anybody that you'd like to connect with? Anyone interested in food science? Anyone interested in ontology engineering or agriculture domain? Like, who would you like to reach with this uh, project?
yeah, any hotel can write some restaurant can utilize this right project, because in and many people you can see in Instagram or YouTube many recipe. Someone can develop a recipe short video. So they can put that video, or they can utilize this my platform, so they can take earning. We how can we how we are making one score behind there are some formula behind this. Suppose someone can put right and like and comment. Based on this like and comment, we are making one formula. So so those who have highest score, so they can earn more from my platform,
So
right?
people that make food recipes, restaurants who want to be compliant with food
Yes.
safety, maybe social media platforms, or somebody who has a forum or a network of people that they want to introduce some
Hmm.
sort of food related service
Yes.
to.
For example, on the LinkedIn, there are IT professional are connected. So on recipe social media, so recipe guys are our that community can generate. So this is my intention. Like I am preparing a LinkedIn graph database. Same way we are preparing recipe graph ontology.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time, Dr. Ronak.
Yes.
Uh, Anybody that's listening in that wants to learn more about food ontologies and agriculture and the production from farm to table,
Yes.
get in touch with Dr. Ronak Panchal.